people evacuated from their homes at Theni. A third flood alert is sounded. Vaigai Dam is opened after it reaches its maximum.
At least certainly for next 4-5 days.
Despite the insistent rain, schools across Madurai will reopen tomorrow. Honey, it's all about the money, and the money right now is in every politician's home territory. Is your call for help out of service? NDTV Hindu exposes the shocking attitude of helpline numbers. Will this dead Lankan refugee get justice at all? The DGP is expected to reply on the alleged gang rape case in 2 weeks. This is the man accused of costing the country 1.76 lakh crore rupees, and here he is receiving a pat from the Prime Minister. Good evening, you're watching the Late Night News with me, Divya. Let's also bring you the national news making headlines. Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa now says he will accept whatever decision the BJP takes. The Supreme Court takes up Prime Minister. Well, 6,000 people have been moved out of their homes in the Theni district following 3 flood alerts there. The Vaigai Dam has been opened after the storage in the dam has almost reached its maximum capacity. The rain has also led to inundation, landslips and building collapses, leading to a few casualties in the state over the last 24 hours. Well, the collector of Theni, Mr. Muthu Veeran, told us that villagers are being moved to safer locations.
Right now, there is no problem of casualty. Only 103 huts have been damaged. That has been evacuated. There is no damage at present. We have taken all the preventive measures, such as evacuation of the residents of low-lying areas, as well as the people those who are nearby the bank of Vaigai. And revenue and PWD authorities are geared up, and there are close watch of the river, where the low-lying areas residents are being affected, and these people are given shelters with food and other amenities.
And well, the Met Department has said that southern Tamil Nadu might see more rains now. Many dams in Tamil Nadu have already filled up fast, but along with that, there have been many problems as well. In fact, it has been raining very heavily in most places in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Kanyakumari, Madurai and Puducherry recorded more than 6 centimeters of rain overnight. 3 people have been killed in Madurai. The water level in the Mettur reservoir has been rising and floodwaters have entered villages. And this is what the director of the Met Department had to say.
The highest rainfall is 15 centimeters recorded at Chinnakalar, followed 14 centimeters in Maniyajin, Kutigaran district. As far as the forecast for next 24 hours is concerned, it's likely to rain in many places. 1 or 2 places may experience heavy rainfall. As the trough moves westwards, the rainfall over coastal areas of Tamil Nadu is likely to increase. I am expecting rain in subsequent days. 4-5 days, certainly rainfall will be there. And rainfall in South Tamil Nadu also will continue, at least certainly for next 4-5 days.
And while the district collector of Madurai, C. Kamaraj, has however said that the rains certainly have created a lot of havoc in this city, but this bit of news may come as a relief to the state. 25 automatic weather stations will be set up across the city to develop an early warning system for flood monitoring. The data would be used to provide information about the areas that are likely to be inundated and help the authorities plan evacuation and rescue measures. 2 control rooms would be set up at the Institute of Remote Sensing at Anna University and at the Ripon building to transmit data and deliver flood warning inputs. 25 new weather stations will be installed in various places including Tondeyarpet, Ambattur Industrial Estate, Velicheri and Thirumangalam. Well, if making money was an art, our politicians would be world-renowned artists. Despite hiccups in the world economy, the wallets of our leaders only seem to be growing fatter. Some startling facts that surfaced when an RTI activist filed an inquiry to know how rich our politicians are. Let's take a look at the financial prudence of our elected representatives.
First up in the star lineup, Tamil Nadu's very own A. Raja Affairs, with small hop of just 1%, P. Chidambaram looks a pale shadow of the finance minister with UPA 1. And finally, our defense minister could definitely borrow a few tricks of the trade from his colleagues. With a dipping bank balance, is it time to deploy fiscal defenses? But despite small hiccups, the portfolios of these men in white never looked so healthy and promising. It would seem that there is little reason to worry with these leaders at the helm. In Chennai, with Ashmit, Shabir Ahmed for NDTV Hindu.
And will the Prime Minister and tainted former Minister Raja land in a soup in another controversy that the opposition is cooking? We'll find out more in just a moment.